Guys, welcome. Paul, not only is Salesforce a component in the underperforming Dow, it's the largest component in the IGV software ETF, I think just under 10% of its assets. How influential, then, might these results be that we're about to get over how the major indices trade tomorrow?
I mean, so I think as far as the software, it's going to drive the sentiment towards that space. The sector has been on an incredible run. Basically since May, when Salesforce had its low for the year. It's up over 50% than Salesforce is. The sector is overbought. It just recently was at its most overbought level since 2020. And Salesforce has been short-term overbought, the measurement we use, for a record 53 trading days in a row now. So, expectations are high heading into this report. Not a lot of fundamental news, more on hopes that their agent force is going to translate into future results down the road. It sort of reminds me of, we were talking last week about Palo Alto, as it's seeing the short-term weakness in its results, but Palo Alto is on the platformization strategy, whereas Salesforce is having this shift to AI. So more, it's a longer term play, and we're going to be just watching for what management says on the call there. But for the market overall, we're in a bit of a lull period, I think, heading into the middle of the month and the inflation data next week.
Well, I can see Okta's moving, that's out. But first, we're going to get to Salesforce results with Seema Modi. Seema?
Mixed set of numbers from Salesforce. John, let's walk you through it. For the third quarter, $2.41 adjusted, which is below the Wall Street expectation of $2.44 adjusted. Sales came in above expectations at $9.44 billion. The street was looking for $9.3. And I would point out that this is sales growth of 8% year over year. Mark Benioff, CEO of Salesforce, says we delivered another quarter of exceptional financial performance across revenue, margins, and cash flow. He says Agentforce, which is the company's AI agent that revealed earlier this year for AI systems for enterprises built into the Salesforce platform, is at the heart of a groundbreaking transformation. The rise of autonomous AI agents is revolutionizing global labor, reshaping how industries operate and scale. Now, when the earnings call begins, guys, we're going to want some more numbers around inbound orders and contracts from companies and how many new enterprise customers have signed up for the AI agent, which there's been a lot of enthusiasm around, which has helped the stock outperform over the past month. Back to you.
All right, Seema, that stock now moving higher, bumping around a bit. It was lower initially on the results, now up about 2%. Deepak, I don't know if you can talk about Salesforce at all, but I know you like smaller caps looking forward as well.
Yes, indeed. Hi, John. So I think when you look at the earnings for 2025, I mean, you're looking at S&P 600 earnings to grow at over 40%. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we think, small caps is one of the ways to leg in, kind of a barbell strategy. Talking about earnings, I think they have to do the heavy lifting going forward. The valuation is already quite rich, no matter how you dissect it. So I think primarily driven by that, and also the fact that some of the underlying sectors within the small cap, be it regional banks, be it smaller media companies or energy companies, we feel there's going to be a regulatory relief that should help these underlying industries and sectors as well.